Let's explore the Honkai Star Rail website, shall we? Basically, Honkai Star Rail was announced at some point last year. I don't remember how far into the year it was. Essentially, what it is, to my understanding, is Genshin Impact, but turn-based. I don't know if it's related to Honkai Impact 3rd. And I think what I'm going to do in order to prep for this game is probably stream a lot of Honkai for a bit. I'm not sure how related it is, if it is whatsoever. I've already pre-registered and everything, and apparently close to 4 million have as well. Let's see what this is. Oh, here's the trailer. So let's check out the final closed beta trailer. I think that's the pro tag, the gray-haired one. I've seen this girl, the purple-haired one. There is a small dragon character that reminds me a bit of Dragon Maid. Her. That small one. Small little dragon girl, yeah. I think it's Kana from, what's it called? Dragon Maid. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Kids have all the fun. I'd like to explore the shit myself.
Did he just say a curse word? If he actually did, like, holy. Not something I would have expected. But yeah, I guess that's the trailer that I have not seen before. I'm sorry if that was a little bit too loud. I think the App Store, the Google App Store or something, said something about it releasing in late April. Oh, Alejandro! He's Sino's voice actor. Do they actually show off his 3D model? I want to see. Oh, wow, they do. That is laggy as hell. This one's a new one. Yan Qing. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering this. And Amber May is Dia's voice actress. It seems like they're bringing in a lot of voice actors from Genshin. Suling Chan is the little dragon girl of Bailu. It looks like it's another, because this is essentially Cryo. This looks like Electro. And they're is that 5-star? Why is it different? Is it saying what rarity they are, or does it just change? Oh, that's weird. But Tingyun, they have fox girls in this, which makes me so excited. I like her. She's really, really cute. There's Qingque. I am butchering these names so bad. If I had to guess, it's probably Hydro. Maybe. It kind of reminds me of a music note. Now, this one has 4, so that's a 4-star. This one, Tingyun's also a 4-star. Interesting. But why are these hollowed out? The Jiangzhou Lufu, or Luofu. It's one of the 6 flagships of the Jiangzhou Alliance. It sails an endless ocean of stars like a one-way arrow, shooting toward the Lord of the Hunt's destined enemy. It's unresponsive. That's cool. Love your website. Totally works. Totally works really well. If it's already breaking down. A new title on the Honkai Impact. Okay, so it's related to Honkai Impact. Don't they have more to the... Because I remember seeing more characters on their website. Here it is. Here's like the full-blown website. These are all the characters. Or most of them. So I guess... Okay, this is Himiko. Is he a court? I don't know who that is. She's an adventurous scientist who has encountered the Astral Express as a child when it got stranded in her homeworld. And this is Welt. I'm pretty sure he was on the art from the last page. He reminds me of the counselor from Persona 5 a bit. And he also has a cane. That's kind of cool. Then Dan Hung, Nicholas Leung. I'm butchering these. Oh, he's a polearm user. A cold and reserved young man who wields a spear known as Cloud Piercer. What are these? That's probably Pyro. I don't know what this is. This is probably equivalent to Air or Animo or whatever. This is definitely like Cryo. Dan Geo Daddy Hung. He's basically Zhongli just without the hair, the long hair piece. While initially in low spirits due to her lack of identity, she decided to name herself after the date, March 7th. Next up, Stellaron Hunters. We have Kafka, which is a character that I've seen a bit of. Likes collecting coats. like a certain Yelan we know. Oh, so this is like a, it's more like a music note. That she must be like, it must be electro, or like some sort of tech element. Herta Space Station. Arlen. This is another one of the electro characters, it looks like. It's a little dog. Only when holding Peppy does the boy finally let down his guard to show a rare smile. That must be Peppy. I like that name. Asta. That is a gigantic telescope. What if she actually uses it to fight? This is like a fucking space cannon. This is Herta. She's a doll. And she has other dolls. And that's the pro tags. She kind of, like, at first glance, she kind of reminds me of Lisa, but like, all this doll shit. She typically appears in the form of a ranged puppet. It's about 70% similar to how I looked as a child. So the puppet isn't actually her. It's like a Raiden thing. Like, she controls a puppet instead of herself actually being there. Bellobog. This guy's cool. What the fuck is that? It's like a giant guitar case. He has a tail. He's secretly a dog man. Maybe he's a furry in disguise, I don't know. So this is basically like Knights of Favonius. That's kind of what I'm getting. Bronya. Interesting that this is like ice, but this is the same one as the wind. No. I don't know what the elements are. Also kind of reminds me of like the blue lions from Fire Emblem Three Houses a little bit. Like that's also another vibe that I'm getting from these characters. Is that Seal or is it Sealy? She looks cool. She has a fucking scythe. Scythe weapons are confirmed, guys. That's really cool. Yeah, there's a shit ton more, or holy shit. So Belobog must be like the equivalent of Mondstadt, just snowy. Clara, she kind of reminds me of the stepsister from Fate Stay Night. A little bit. Especially since if this guy's part of her moveset, it's totally like Berserker. This guy also gives me a Lancer from Stay Night vibes. But this is kind of cool. It's like a Kid Icarus thing. Whatever Pit has, it's basically that. Pella. Oh, she's cute. She gives me Sucrose vibes. The meticulous intelligence officer of the Silvermane Guards. While young, she's undeniably, yeah, she's basically Sucrose. She has the catalyst. And it's a kind of similar outfit. Oh, she is a mommy to be. A rock star. She kind of, the hair color reminds me of Byleth. I know I keep comparing these characters to other characters from other things, but like, I like these designs. They're really good. They're really cool. This little brat. I don't know who this is. The boss around here. Pitch Dark Hook the... Oh, this is Hook. She calls herself Pitch Dark Hook the Great. She doesn't like to be called a kid, but she is a kid. With a gigantic fucking hand. What the fuck is that? And this is the last... These are the new characters that were introduced. So what I'm gathering is the Jiangzhou Luofu is basically Liyue, while Belobog is kinda like Mondstadt and Shesnaya had a baby. It's basically Winter Mondstadt. Sorry, I can't help but like compare things to Genshin. Yang Quinn, we saw her earlier. Oh, it's a guy. Not a girl, it's a guy. I just thought that he was a female with a flat chest because it's a female voice actor. Whoops. Bailu. She's adorable. She reminds me of Kana. She's basically like water Kana. She often dishes out unorthodox prescriptions such as stay well hydrated and get a good night's rest. Both things that more people need, to be completely honest. More people, including me, probably need those, and stay well hydrated. I would much prefer to have her in Genshin over Chi-Chi. She's basically Chi-Chi, but like a billion times better. Then we have two more characters. The Sashuang. The do one good deed a day thing reminds me of Subaru from ReZero with his excuse to hang out with Amelia in episode 1. And then we have Qingque. When there's nothing else left to do, why not bury your head in a book or play cards? What more could I ask for? Oh, she's dreaming. So that's the characters. We're gonna skip over news right now. We don't really need to look at that. But there's worlds, I guess. Is it my internet or is it the website? Love this. That's the second time today. Let's look at the world. Okay, so there's the space station. Have Jarillo 6. Zhangzhou. Oh, so it's not countries. It's literal worlds. That's pretty much all there is to look at with the website. If the website's being super slow, there's not much I can do. But I will say, I'm excited for Honkai Star Rail, especially, this is kind of a slight to the Genshin community, but I don't care. Basically, from the first reports for Honkai Star Rail is that there's a good chance that people who play Genshin are not going to enjoy it. Only because it's turn-based. But me, I grew up with Pokemon. I'm obsessed with Persona. I love, like, the lore and open-worldness of Genshin. And having a turn-based combat system in an open world made by the same people who make Genshin, with a shit ton of really interesting characters, seems like my kind of game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for Honkai. I want to make Honkai Star Rail content, I almost said Impact there, once this game comes out. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this, and I'll update you guys as things come out. But talking more Mihoyo stuff, or Hoyoverse, or whatever you want to call them, let's talk about Genshin, shall we?